T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women share to be bold and take risks. The talks, women say what they feel and mean what
a moment
say.
there.
I think it was a really long
Leaving
week
your
this week.
power, so much power. Yeah. The talks where women share.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing? It is Thursday night, and the feeling's right. Oh, that's ladies' night. My bad. Anyways, it was working. It's Thursday night, and if you don't know what night, you know it's Vault Talks Women Share. We in the building. If you're catching us live, cool. If you're catching us on the replay, let us know, and it's still cool. We're excited about tonight. We're excited about every time we can get on Vault Talks Women Share. We never know what's gonna come out the vault and what we're gonna share, and that's what kind of makes it a little fun. So I'm yours truly, Takara Nicole, aka the Identity Architect, founder and creator of this beautiful movement with the help of the Lord Jesus Christ, who is my help and my savior. For real, Vault Talks wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. And the name of this beautiful lady, she happens to be celebrating her 30th birthday today. Her name is Serenity. She has literally was a push and a shove when I was working with her in 2018. She's like, you need your own radio show, T. And I'm like, negative. And if you guys didn't know, Vault Talk started as a radio show here in Chicago in 2018. So if you catch this, I'm going to make sure you catch it. I'm going to actually send it to you. Happy birthday, Serenity. Happy 30th at that. So yeah, Vault Talks Women Share is indeed a platform where women can come together to love on each other, to learn more, to share about matters that pertain to their world, whether it is entrepreneurship, ways to be empowered, fashion, love, all that good stuff. But the root of it is indeed sisterhood. So tonight we have Michaela Perry in the house, aka the Growth Spurt. What you got going on all the way in Omaha, Nebraska?
Hey. My name is Michaela, like she said. Girl, I'm over here just growing and stuff. Evolving and stuff.
Okay, I love it.
You know.
She got that rock, y'all. Love. And we have the one and only Natasha Buffaloe in the building. All things inside out, upside down, left, right, all that good stuff. That's why we have her for our amazing Rock Your Body segment. Say something empowering to the people, my dear.
Hello, and my name is Natasha, as Takara had mentioned before. Yes, I am all fitness and wellness and nutrition and how we can keep our bodies moving and transitioning into a healthier lifestyle.
Ooh-wee. Now,
girl, I'm looking at your arms, girl.
She has the Michelle Obama arm.
I see.
Yes. So
Thank
let's
you.
talk about this Rock Your Body movement. So for those of you who may have watched the show last week, amazing, then you kind of know where we're going with this. If you have not watched the show, shame on you, go watch the show. We're on Facebook, Vault Talk Women Share. We're on YouTube, Vault Talk Women Share. And very, 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 very soon, we're going to be on Roku on the Voss TV network, which is the EFG of media. Hey, yes. So you can catch us there. Really excited about that. But last week we had the one and only Jennifer Sanchez, who is an amazing co-host with Vault Talks Women Share. And she was giving her Pearls of Wisdom segment and was dropping pearls, gems, jewels, you name it. And this is what I love about my crew. We were like, oh yeah, oh. Next thing we know, here we are, Rock Your Body movement. And so what you're going to see for the rest of this month are experts that are going to come in and talk to us all things health, on the segment Rock Your Body. And what this is leading up to is the Rock Your Body movement that we're going to be starting June 1. So we're going to allow you to have all those goodies, okay? Memorial Day weekend, the rib tips and the turkey tips and the chicken tips and the brisket and the whatever else, the smoke, whatever you gonna smoke and all that other stuff. We gonna let you have all that. We gonna let you have all that. But on June 1st, make sure you are following us on IG because we gonna give you everything you need right there on IG. So we're gonna have amazing people like Natasha and all of the other experts that are gonna be coming in this month to give us tips, ladies, on how to rock this body, sway this body in shape. Y'all thought I was going to drop it like it was hot in the chair. No. We are rocking our bodies into shape, which is much needed for many reasons. And we're going to get into that later. But now, we got the one and only Michaela coming up, talking about how she's the growth expert. What you got for us tonight, Michaela?
Well, growing with Kayla.
Ooh,
Right?
Come on here.
Come on, grow with me now. No. I don't like labels. However, I do like to call myself a spiritual warrior. And with the spiritual warrior, I'm committed to living a life guided by truth, growth, and awakening. That's it. Truth, growth, and awakening. And what that entails is taking a look at yourself. Like really, really taking a look at yourself. So as a spiritual warrior, we live by the 4 agreements. And I don't know if anyone knows what the 4 agreements are, but that's what we live by. For those that, yes, ma'am, for those of you that don't know, be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personal. Don't make assumptions, and always do your best. Those are the 4 agreements that I live by. The taking anything personal one, oh my goodness, that's look, even saying it hurts. Because sometimes people would say things and you be swearing that it's a little personal, but you gotta kind of check yourself. You gotta check yourself. So with the growth work, we are constantly learning. We are constantly growing. We're constantly evolving. I learn something new every day about myself. And one of the things that I am struggling right now with, and this is what I said last week, that I really needed to hear that message about the health. I am struggling with that right now. Like, I know the benefits of working out. Okay. Like, I don't know, a few years back, I lost about probably 50 pounds. So I probably gained about half of that back, but that's a whole nother subject. But I know how to lose it. You know what I mean? I know how to work out. I was doing it. I was in the gym. I was even doing, stuff at home for those that can't afford the gym, because all you need is your own body strength. You know what I mean? Your body weight. So I understand all that. I get it. But man, when you don't feel good and this side over here is kind of achy and stuff, and you be laying in bed, you be like, man, I know I should get up and work out, but I just don't feel like it. That is what I'm struggling with. I want to sleep in instead of getting my butt up out of bed and working it out. And I know the benefits of it. You know what I mean? I've been down that road. So am I the only one struggling with this? Is anyone else struggling with this? Because I'm struggling. So I hope Miss Natasha got some, advice for us. I have to keep talking to myself, like giving myself pep talks and affirmations and stuff. And, sometimes I just gotta, you just gotta jump out there and do it. But yes, we need some inspiration. We need some ideas. We need some help. We need your arms. No. Well, I need your arms, girl. But no, I just want everybody to know we are all growing. We are all learning together. So when we do drop those little gems, a lot of times we are talking to ourselves. I know for me, anyways, I am. So yes, I am definitely one of those that I am aware and I need to rock my body.
I love how you started off with the 4 agreements. And a lot of people don't know how powerful they are. And you know what I struggle with? Even, some of these, I'd be like, ooh, because it's really a shift. So I love that you said that. And it's funny because as we entered into the month of May, God had me to grab books. Now, if anybody knows anything about me, yes, I'm a publisher. Yes, I'm an author. But I don't read books all the way through. Like, I read books in part. And it seems as if when I open up whatever it is that I'm reading, it's like screaming to my situation right then and there. It never fails, even with the Bible. So I picked up 4 books that I'm going to be reading this month until I am done with them, or the part, and when I mean with them, not all the way through, except for this one. This one I'm going to go all the way through.
Ooh. Okay.
It's a 40-day journey, and just understanding your personal journey with empowerment. And so, we need these things. Like, one of the things, I started, you see how I got this bookmarked, talking about confronting dysfunctional relationships. Why helping you is hurting me.
Wow.
Value boundaries. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's another one. Hold on. I skipped one. Oh, there she is. She's hiding. She don't want to be. Oh, it's a good one too. That's why she was hiding. Breaking the cycle. So, reclaiming your soul. It's all about what you said, Michaela, just understanding that growth process. So the other books were the 4 agreements I have sitting here, the 40-day Bible adventure, and Know What You Believe, which is also a Christian read. This book is older than me, okay? Literally. It's been around that long. But you said something very key. When we're ready to grow, we have to empower ourselves and push ourselves to the limits, and break those things, those barriers that are stopping us from really growing. So I love your segment, Kayla. Where can people follow you?
I'm working on that. No.
You got a whole IG page. Why are you playing with the people tonight?
You know what? Social media is my love-hate type of relationship. I hop on and I hop right back off. You know what I mean? So, I can't say that if you get on there, I'm going to see it because my notifications may be off or something. And I don't want your feelings to get hurt. Or
I love how real you are.
I'm just saying, like, for real, like me and social media, I would just talk to someone. That's another thing that I am dealing with on this whole growing, taking that whole entrepreneur role ship. I have to get out there.
Yeah.
How else am I going to get out there? I have to have the social media, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I don't want to.
I know. That part right there.
It's hard. You need a break from social media sometimes.
Yes. And it's healthy to do that. So, you guys, she's on IG. I don't know why she's playing. You gonna tell people where you at on IG, or do I need to stalk your page? And
the growth spurt on Instagram. Yes, ma'am.
Just the way it's spelled there, guys. Okay.
Yes,
so
yes, it is.
She's gonna be accountable to putting more of her amazing content out there for the world to see, so they too can grow. So before we go into our next segment, we're going to take a commercial break and we will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Your time is very precious. And wouldn't you agree that it's time to stop wasting it? Does this sound familiar? Are you not fulfilling your potential? Are you not reaching your goals? Are you not even setting your goals? Are you feeling unmotivated, feeling stuck, and you need accountability in your life? Searching for the right answer, the right solution can be difficult and lonely. You get vague information. You're pointed in the wrong direction. You receive bad advice. No one wants that. And there must be a better way. Well, there is. At All About One Leadership Consulting, we can help you. At All About Wine, we help individuals and organizations achieve their goals, get unstuck, and reach their potential. Contact us today.
All right, so we're back and we're gonna hop into the Rock Your Body movement. If you guys are just joining us, listen. So last week, we had an aha moment on the show as the one and only Jennifer Sanchez was giving some amazing nuggets from her segment called Pearls of Wisdom. And we were just talking about health and being very vulnerable about our journeys. And so we have created the Rock Your Body movement. This month, you will be hearing from experts like the one we have on the show tonight, the one and only Natasha Buffaloe. And you will be hearing from others throughout the month that are going to give us tips on how to get our bodies in shape as women. And it may not just be physically, it can also be mentally. So stay tuned for this movement because it's so important. So at this time, we're going to go ahead and have Natasha Buffaloe come and drop some nuggets. Natasha is one of the dopest chicks that I know, and I'm not just saying that because she's my sister. Her journey with weight loss, and she's going to share a little bit of that with us tonight, is very inspiring. I couldn't imagine anyone else kicking this segment off with us but her, just so she can share with us a little of the things that she's went through and where she's at now, because transformation is confirmation for somebody else. And so we need to hear that. So the one and only Natasha, come on through, my dear. What's going on, girl?
Hey y'all, hey y'all. So thank you.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about Natasha.
All right, so I am a personal trainer. I'm also an author. And my sister Takara helped me out with that. So thank you. So I am a personal trainer, but it didn't start off that way. I actually never thought I was going to be a trainer. It came in the form of me going through my own fitness journey, my own struggles that I had with weight. And I also had a struggle with being able to work out. And what I mean by that is I was not able to do cardio. So I was 60 pounds heavier at one point, about 6-7 years ago now. I was 60 pounds heavier and I was trying to lose weight, which consisted of me working out. But I would pass out every single time I would try to work out. And so because I would pass out, I had to have, heart monitors to try to find out what's going on. Why am I passing out? And the doctors determined that I had an irregular heartbeat and said that it would not be safe or it would be risky for me to work out because they couldn't really tell me what to do or what not to do, what was triggering it. It was just whenever my heart rate went up, I'd pass out. And so because of that, now I'm afraid to work out. I'm overweight. Now I can't work out. Now depression kicks in, the low self-esteem kicks in, the low confidence, there's all these different ailments that come with being overweight and not liking the person that you're looking at in the mirror, not liking that reflection of yourself. And so with that being said, I eventually did step out on faith and I eventually did run into a friend of mine and I explained, okay, this is what's happening. I need to work out, but I don't know what to do. I'm not supposed to work out according to doctors, their orders. But I wanted to give it a try. And my friend was like, okay, well, let's just try to figure it out. So I started working out at the gym. Now, again, I still couldn't do any cardio because I knew cardio would make me pass out. So I only did weight training. And in that weight training, it was trial and error. Trial and error, trying to figure out what my body could take, what I couldn't take. And throughout that journey, I was able to drop the weight and I was able to keep it off. But it was a struggle because not only did I start off with, I worked out, I didn't change my eating originally. I was on supplements and I'm not against supplements. They do work, some of them, some are okay for you and some may not be. But I didn't want to be on supplements my entire life trying to keep up with this figure or trying to have the body that I wanted, I didn't want to have to be on supplements. So because of that, I changed over to healthier eating and working out, and that just became my lifestyle. So it is possible. Now, everybody's not the same. So, of course, everything doesn't work for everyone, but eating healthy and working out, everybody can do. So even though everybody has their own things and we all have our own, we may have, medical conditions like they said, I'm not claiming that. Like the doctor said. But now that I'm lighter as far as weight wise, I don't have that same issue that I had before where I would pass out. Now I do know my limitations and I know my body enough to know if I feel like I'm going to have an episode, then I know that I'm doing too much. But I wasn't able to do no cardio. I became an instructor where I was just doing cardio. So I was able to teach cardio classes. And then I can do cardio now. I was able to run a 5K. So it's possible. I'm not telling everybody to ignore their doctor's, recommendations, but it's possible. You just have to start. You just have to start moving. You just have to start believing in yourself enough to know that it's possible and just going forth. But a lot of it is mental. Physical movement is also a mental movement because it starts in your mind. Your body is going to follow what your mind tells it. So if your mind says, I can't do this, well, your body's going to say, oh, okay, I can't do this. It's like the Bible says, life and death is in the power of your tongue. You're speaking it into existence and your body is following whatever it is that you say. So if you say, I can't, okay, the universe says, okay, she can't. But if she says she can, okay, well, the universe is going to help her along. Okay, she can, but you got to believe it in the mind first. It all starts in the mind, and then everything else has to follow. So that's basically how my journey started. And then I became a trainer because it just became my life. My life is the gym. My life is wellness. My life is fitness and eating healthy. And I'm still learning because there's so much out here, and there's so many different programs and there's so many different diets and there's so many different new foods and there's still so much to still learn even now, but there is basics. There are basics to weight loss. There's basics to being able to lose weight and be healthy, because even a skinny person can be unhealthy. They can eat horrible. And so they externally, they look like they're healthy, but their body on the inside may be just falling all apart. And we don't know because we only look at the exterior of a person. You can also have somebody that is bigger because that's their frame and they do eat healthy and it's a medical condition that's causing them to gain weight, or they're on some kind of medicine that's counteracting the fact that they're working out, but their medicine's making them gain weight. So we have to really be careful just looking at somebody skinny is healthy and somebody big is unhealthy, because it may or may not be the issue. There may be other things going on.
But I just got big bones.
Right. Some people do have big bones, but it just really depends on, are they eating healthy? Because just because you're big doesn't mean that you are unhealthy. There could be other underlying issues that we have to, look at. But if you are eating unhealthy, that's part of the reason that you may be the size that you are. So if you are a larger size and you're not doing everything you can do to be healthy, then you know that you're part of your own problem. And it's just a matter of being accountable and taking accountability for the fact that you didn't gain this weight overnight. We gain it over a period of time of unhealthy habits. I'm part of that crew. I'm part of that crew. I was 184 pounds and I'm 130 now, but it took time for me to understand how the body works and what works for me and which foods did not work with me. And I had to find out I had allergies to certain foods. So, being healthy is a mental thing first, and then it's the physical. First, you have to get your mind to understand how important it is to work out. And you have to find some type of why. Why do you want to work out? What is your reason for working out? And that why has to be big. It can't just be just because. it has to be a reason that's going to keep pushing you to continue to do it. It could be your children. You want to see your children grow up, or you want to see your children have children. You know, you want to be around for them. You want to be able to sit in a chair on the airplane, and you don't want to have to buy 2 seats. You know, it's things like that. You need to have a why that is huge enough to push you, because it's not going to be motivation every day, and it shouldn't come from somebody else telling you to do it every single day. At some point, you're going to have to be able to motivate yourself. You can have help. You know, trainers, that's what we do. Yeah, we pull on you. And when you're when you have a trainer, yeah, they're your accountability partner. So when you're falling, guess who's pulling on you? Me. When you don't show up on time, guess who's calling? Me. Where you at? I'm not coming. Yes, you are. You know, I mean, I have your address. I know where you live. So it's like, you know, it's really going to be you and that trainer. But if you don't have a trainer, you're going to have to find a why to motivate yourself enough to do it if you don't have the support, because everybody doesn't have a support team. I was lucky enough to have support from my trainer, then my family. So I did have support, but it still was on me. I was only with my trainer so many days and so many hours a week. They're not with you 24 hours a day. They could tell you what to do. They can, you know, give you guidance. But at the end of the day, you have to do the work. It's up to you. So, you know, as far as eating, there's a way to eat. There's a certain amount of foods to eat. And a lot of times we don't realize how much food we eat is so much more than we're supposed to have. You go to a restaurant, that's 3 meals in one sitting. Well, you just had your whole day worth of food at one time. That should have been 3 meals. But we're so accustomed to eating so much that it's the norm nowadays that these restaurants, they know. And then they want to say, well, there's so much obesity. Well, I wonder why. I wonder why. We get so much food, and then the foods that are out here are not the healthiest. We don't know what they're putting in it. You know, it's so much sodium in this food. If you look at stuff, the sodium is so high. Well, we gain weight from sodium. We gain weight from having too many carbs. You know, you need carbs, but you don't need all of them at one time. You know, you can, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to have it all at one time. So it's a certain way that we should be eating the food, and we have to move every day. If you're not doing it every day, then at least do it 3 to 4 days to start, and do 30 minutes. Find something to do for 30 minutes, whether it's walking, running, jumping. You can do a mixture of things in a 30-minute time span. Get that heart rate up, bring it down. Get that heart rate up, bring it down. But just 30 minutes will just start your moving. Once you start, your body will start to adapt to that. And then your gut body will get used to that. So you're going to have to keep changing what you're doing, because your body will plateau and it gets used to what you do if you do it for long periods of time, because your body has memory. It's supposed to. You're supposed to have memory. You know, so you have to change up your routine. You have to do different things. So that's important as well. A lot of people, okay, well, I'll just walk. And then when they can't lose weight after so long, it's because, well, your body's used to you walking. You got to do something different. Change it up. Shock your body. Give it something new. And then go back to walking, or then, you know, incorporate the walking into your routine. But there's ways to lose weight. It's just a matter of, you know, your mindset. You have to be dedicated in the consistency. You can't start and then stop and then start and then stop. It has to be a lifestyle. It's not a hobby. Being healthy is not a hobby. Living is not a hobby. You know, you got to live, so you're consistently doing what you got to do. You go to work every day. So work is more important than your health. Now, if you're not healthy, you won't have a job. You may not be able to work, or you may not be able to do something that, you know, you need to do if you're not healthy. So, you know, for me, my why was being there for my kids. That was part of it. That was part of why I had to do it. My kids, they didn't like me passing out. They were, you know, that would make them nervous, me passing out. So if it's your kids, that's a huge why, is your children. I want to be around to see my kids have kids. I want to be able to run after them. I don't want to be sitting in a chair saying, okay, baby. No, I want to be running with them. I want to be out there playing. So, you know, that's a huge why. And then love yourself. Like loving yourself is huge. And if you love yourself, you will take care of your body. It's the only one we have. And what we do today affects us later. So it's like, yeah, we may be all good right now in our 20s and 30s. And then when it comes 50, now we got all these issues because of what we did in our 20s and 30s. That stuff does eventually catch up to you. So it's really important that we stay focused on why being healthy is so important to you, because your reason may be different from mine. But ultimately, we all want to be around as long as we want to be for either family, friends, to enjoy life, to travel, whatever it is. If you want to do it, you're going to have to focus on your health. So
I love it. I love it. And when you said that your body has a memory, I was like, oh, that's why I don't want to wake up in the morning, because it remembers that I ain't got no job right now and I'm enjoying sleeping in. So I ain't got to work. See how my mind be going?
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, your body has memory. Your body, it's like muscle memory. I have not worked on my upper body all year because I have an injury, but my muscles are still here.
Girl, yes they are.
They're still here. I do work my lower body, every week. I work my lower body every week, but my upper body, the only workout I get is I'm moving weights around for my clients, because I got to move weights in the gym and move them around and show them how to do it. So I'm doing a little bit, but I'm just not doing as extensive of a workout as I used to until my injury heals. But, I'm still moving. That didn't stop me. Because I got an injury, now I can't do nothing. No, I'm still in the gym sweating and carrying on and still working my body. I'm just working different parts of my body to make sure I don't injure myself anymore. But that doesn't mean I just stop altogether. Oh, I got an injury, now I can't work out. No, that's just an excuse. Just because my knee hurt don't mean I can't work my arm. Just because my arm hurt don't mean I can't work my legs. I can be doing something. I could be walking, I could be running, I could be doing jumping jacks, something. I don't need weights to move. I mean, I could still move my arms and still work out with no weight. Just because I have an injury doesn't mean I don't. I just haven't done weight training, but I could still do movements. You can still do movements. So, the muscle has memory, the mind has memory. And another thing is, have some me time, like some quiet time, meditation, just time where you just have a peace and quiet and just focus on just nothing, just try to do nothing and just be in your space. That will help, because a lot of times we wake up and it's just go. We immediately get up and it's just, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this. We don't even have time to even embrace the day yet. You should start your day off in a peaceful state, so the rest of your day can stay in a peaceful state. So it's not just chaotic. We shouldn't start the day and it's chaos, or start the day and we're on the phone. So it's just, you should have that peaceful moment just to give your day some peace, and then, work out. If you can work out in the morning before you start your day, before you get too hectic, before you have an excuse of why I can't work out because now it's late and I'm tired, try to do it in the morning time before your day even starts, even if it's 20 minutes to start, and then you add on as you find more time. So if you could do it early before your day gets chaotic, that's the best time, because we have every excuse in the world once the day starts of why we don't have time to get it done, because things happen. Life happens. We get busy. So it's like, if you start your day and do it in the morning before the chaos, then you at least got it done. Now that's out the way. You don't have that to worry about, and you've accomplished something. And it's like, I got my 20 minutes in, or I got my 30 minutes in, and now I can do the rest of my day without that being on my mind. Like, oh shoot, I got to go to the gym at 5:00 at night. If it works for you. Now, if your schedule doesn't permit, then obviously you have to find some kind of time, but everybody should have time for themselves. There should not be that everybody else has your time and you don't have your time. Why does everybody else get the benefit of your time and you haven't gotten the benefit of your own time? You deserve you.
Yes.
You deserve you. So, that's what I have to say about, just being mindful of you, because you are important and you deserve to have a healthy body, a healthy mind, a healthy spirit, a healthy soul. You deserve it.
Yeah, we all do.
Absolutely.
This
Absolutely.
is good information. Definitely exciting because we all have our own journey, you know. And I was thinking about earlier today. I've been with my parents all day today, and I think it was either on my way there or either sitting on the couch before I left this morning. And I was thinking, I said, well, why haven't I not been to the gym? And well, my account's up to date. I don't owe them. So that's no excuse. And so, you know, I'm trying to come up with these something logical to make sense why I haven't done what I said I wanted to do. And I couldn't come up with anything. And so I said, well, I need to do better. And I'm the type of person, I have the knee brace. I have the phone case that goes on your arm. I got headphones. I got everything I need to be in the gym. Why am I not there? And so I know for me, it's a lack of a routine. Like, I do not have a routine. I don't have a sleep routine. I think that's a problem.
Mm-hmm. You have
Our
to.
boo Kim Hurdle says, "Hey, I knew she was
Hey.
going to tune in somewhere through here." I know that that's a problem because as a creative and a visionary, my mind is always running. I don't allow myself to get proper rest. So when 5 o'clock comes, and Alexa's telling me that my alarm is going off, and she's telling me the routine of the day and what the weather is like, I can go back to sleep because my why is not that big. Even though I have everything it takes to execute and get to the root of where I want to be, I must not want it big enough.
Mm-hmm.
I am what they're saying is a pre-diabetic. And why is that still not enough for me to be in the gym consistently? I start and I stop and I start and I stop. And so one of the things that I've been saying to myself lately, based on a situation I got going on at home where my dad is just, he's no excuses. His life is really no excuses. And I'm like, well, why can't I adopt the same for myself? That there's no excuses in all areas of my life. If I see my 71-year-old dad doing what he's doing, I'm not exempt. So, you know, conversations like this need to be had so we can get to the root of why we don't do. I have a whole workout plan by Natasha on my phone that I have not activated. What's the problem? The problem is me.
Mm-hmm.
And as we've been sitting here, I was like, oh, well, my Planet Fitness, I don't owe them. So, Takara, you can go to the gym tomorrow morning, you know? And one of the things that I'm learning is for us not to beat ourselves up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of the things that we're good at is beating ourselves up when we don't achieve a goal. And that can slow us down too. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because we need that accountability. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so we have to beat ourselves up when we're not consistent. We need that lashing to remind, you know, that little whip, get you back in place. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I know I do anyways. I don't know about y'all, but I definitely need that whip.
Yeah. Yeah, you beat yourself up a little bit, but then you have to get back on the train. It's like, this is your bus that you have to drive. You have to drive it. And scheduling is so important. The routine is important. I do the exact same thing every single morning. Like, I know exactly what time I'm going to the gym, what time I'm getting up, what time I'm meditating, what time I'm praying. Like, literally my morning is set. When I wake up, meditate, then stretch, then pray, then Bible, journal, shower, protein drink, whatever I'm going to do in the morning before I leave that house. Then it's client training, then it's my training. I train my client first, Then I work out directly after them. I'm already in workout mode because I'm training somebody else, and then I go straight to working out. And then if I have a client after that, then I train that next client in between my workouts. But I have a schedule, and it's every day. Starts at 4:00 in the morning. If I don't have to be somewhere till 7, I'm up at 4 because I need time to pray, time to meditate, time to get my stretching in, time to do what I need to do. And then I have my hour, 2 hours, whatever I'm going to do in the gym. But you have to have a schedule. Once you build that routine, it's just normal. And if you don't do it, now you feel off for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I get up late and it throws my day off, now I got to backtrack and do something I forgot to do that morning some other time. And it doesn't work. Like if I forget to read my Bible or I forget to do my journaling and I have to leave the house and go train a client, I'm coming back home, doing my journaling, doing my Bible, and then I'm going to go work out because I done messed up the routine. So I got to go back to it. So you got to stay in that routine, and it just becomes a habit. You create a habit every 21 days. If you can do it for 21 days straight, your body's going to remember this is what I'm supposed to do every single day. And it just becomes your norm. So if you create these new habits every 21 days, you create something, your body's going to say, okay, it's time to get up. Okay, it's time to go do this. This is your routine now. And you'll feel weird when you don't do it right. Because then it's like, oh, shoot, I forgot. I was supposed to do this at this time. Your body's going to remember. So it's important to create a routine. Very important.
I agree. Because, like, honestly, since I have not been working, I used to get up every morning, 5 o'clock, and I would work out. And like you said, I have my whole morning routine. I have my meditation, my prayers, my journaling too. We sound like we doing the same thing in the morning. That was Oprah talking, wasn't it? And I do it at night too. I have a night routine where I have my woo-saw and cool down and let go of all that negative energy throughout the day. And really, since I have not been working, I was enjoying being able to sleep in, and I think I over-enjoyed.
You created a new pattern.
I did, and I was looking at the calendar too, and I was like, "Yep, it's been over 21 days."
Yeah, you created a new habit.
I hear you. I hear it. I'm getting up in the morning. You getting up, Takara? I'm gonna call you.
4 o'clock. Wake up.
Look, accountability, right? I'm gonna call y'all. I'm gonna put it on Instagram. No, I ain't gonna put that crap on Instagram. But I'm just saying.
So this is why we are creating the Rock Your Body movement. And we're doing it for 30 days, not 21. We need a habit and some. So this is why this is really exciting, because I know for me, and this is so important to me, I see myself smaller. That's the thing that I'm like, well, I see it. Like, I see it. It's not far off. Now, that part I'm good. And when I say I see it, I dream about it. So, now
they're going to put it into action.
Yeah, that's the part where I struggle. Now I have a routine, so I have a whole workout on my phone that I don't have any excuses. But I'm like Michaela. 2 years ago, when I stopped working and having to get up, it's been horrible. And I'm up. God wakes me up early, So I'm gonna even tell y'all a tip. Somebody gonna take this and run. I would go to bed in my workout clothes. I would. And I would, because I don't go to sleep. If anybody knows me, I don't go to sleep until about 12 o'clock anyways. And so I was getting up, and I'd be like 5 o'clock. I would, wash my body and do all that, woo, but I would have my workout clothes on, and it would be motivation for me. I'm going to the gym. I got to go to the gym. Or what I would do it in the middle of the night, like when you go potty in the middle of the night, I would put my workout clothes on then. And so when that alarm comes on, I'm in my workout clothes. So I'm like, I can't sit down and work at my desk in my workout clothes and not go do something.
Mm-hmm.
And so, or we tell ourselves, oh, I can do it at home. Now, one of the biggest blessings for me has been Five Below. I have weights. I have stuff. I have a mat. But I'm still not doing what I need to do. So we're going to take another commercial break. We're going to wrap up this segment. Natasha, give us some tips. And then we're gonna continue this amazing movement next week. We have another person that's gonna come in, talk about all things health and wealth. So now we're embedding it in our heads over and over and over and over, and we're hearing the same thing, so we can be motivated to get our bodies in motion and rock them and roll them. So we'll be right back. All right, now for those of you who have been tuning in, you guys know we're ready to rock our bodies. So June 1st, we're going to be doing a movement here with Fall Talks Women Share, and the amazing women who you're going to be seeing throughout this month, starting with Natasha Buffaloe, who are going to help you get your body to do what you need to do, rock and roll and lose this weight and lose those rolls and everything else you need to do in order for you to get to the places and spaces you want to go. So this has been an amazing show. How would you motivate people to really get started and start or stop making up all these excuses in their heads? Like, what would you tell them to be like, press past this and get to your goals? What are some of the things you would say?
One, I would say get a schedule together, look at your calendar, look at real time. Like, this is what I have on my plate right now, and look at where your gaps are. Look at the gaps that are in your calendar and find a way to put your workout in those gaps. So if it's 15 minutes on break, if it's 15 minutes on lunch, if it's 15 minutes here because you don't have a whole hour to spend, find some gaps in your day and schedule some time. Also, getting your mind right. And I do want to mention something about getting your mind right and looking within yourself and looking for that motivation, because all of it starts internally. A lot of times we look externally for certain things, but it's all internal. We need to look into our inner self and, reflect within ourselves. Journaling is a great way to get your mind right, is to write these things down, start a journal and embrace that. I do have a journal that I created that just released on the 22nd of April. And it's an inspirational journal to help you recognize and embrace your inner power. And that journal, it just has you to reflect within yourself. And in that journal, there's going to be affirmations. There's going to be motivation and inspiration daily for you to look at that will help you on your journey, not only just in a fitness aspect, but in a full body transformation aspect of your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. So writing it down, that book is called Reflections of the Inner You. And that is available on my website. And that is insideoutfitbrand.com. So that's one way, is journaling. The other thing I would say is your why. Make sure you have a why that is big enough and you can see it. Just like Takara said that she sees herself being smaller, you have to see what you actually want. You have to believe that you can have what you actually want and start speaking it into existence. So your why has to be big. And it could be as major as because I want to be on the Grammys. Whatever it is, whatever it is, make it big enough to push you. If it's I want to get into the certain outfit, put that outfit out in front of your face every day so you can see it and say, okay, I have to get into this outfit. So this is why I have to do it. Whatever it is, make sure it's big. So those are the few things that I would say, and watch what you're eating, how much you're eating. You don't have to eat everything on your plate. I'm not sure. There was times where it's like eat everything on your plate. Maybe not necessarily if the plate is too big. So how big is your plate? You may not need to eat everything on your plate. Smaller portion sizes. So that's another thing to keep in mind is watch your portion sizes. Your portions should not be, this big. They should be more like this. So watch how much you're eating. Those are a few nuggets to give you to just get started.
Well, y'all heard it first here. Really excited to talk about rocking that body. It's funny because I tell my significant other, I say, you better look out because I see myself small in clothes. Yeah, that part. I'm gonna be wearing little stuff. I see it. And that's the cool part is when you can see it. That's believing it. So you guys want to make sure you're following Natasha on Inside Outfit brand. That is her apparel line. She has some dope stuff that allows you to stay in your now and shift you to your next by reminding you of who you are. And then make sure you follow her on Instagram, Freedom with Faith, and grab her book. That's her website there. And so make sure that you guys are following us on IG. I'm going to pop that up there one more time so you can know how to stay in tune with this movement that we're creating, the Rock Your Body movement. God is so dope. When I tell you, when I heard Rock Your Body, not only did I rock my body, y'all, but I got all excited. I said, okay, let's go ahead and do this. So next week we have another Natasha coming to us. And so she calls herself, y'all ready, the weight snatcher.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, her story is phenomenal. And we're really excited to bring her to Vault Talks. And so she can share her journey and help us to rock your body. So with all that being said, make sure you follow us on IG. Make sure you are taking to heart what Natasha said. Also, the 4 agreements, they're wonderful. One more, just to recap what Kayla was saying. Kayla, give us the 4 agreements again.
Be impeccable with your word.
Woo-wee!
Don't take anything personal.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make assumptions. And always do your best.
So how fitting is that with what we just talked about with Rock Your Body, right? All things health, wealth, all that goes together. So we're excited about what we're doing here on Vault Talks Women Share. Make sure you tune in next week, same time, same place. You're catching us on the replay, super dope. But make sure you bring a friend with you next week. And even with this movement we're creating, the Rock Your Body movement, I think we might have to create a shirt. Rock your body. I think that sounds pretty dope. All right. So stay tuned for that too. What comes to my mind is I love how God just drops nuggets. We can make shirts and donate it to a women's organization who needs the money because we need money too. But there's always great women's organizations that need support, love, and nurturing the same way what we do here on this platform. So look out for the Rock Your Body t-shirt so you can be a part of the movement, y'all. And this has been another episode of Vault Talks Women Share, and we out. Peace out. Peace and hair grease.
Women share to be bold and take risks. Vault Talks, women say what they feel and what
moment there.
I think it was a really long
believe in
week
your
this week.
power, so much power. Yeah. Vault Talks, where women share.